Have you ever looked at your resume, just packed with years of hard-won experience, and thought to yourself, is this actually holding me back? I know, it's a frustrating thought, but for so many seasoned pros out there, it's a very real feeling. Well, today, we're going to flip that script. We're going to show you exactly how to turn all that experience from a so-called liability into your single most powerful asset.
You know, it often starts with just one word, a single, seemingly harmless word that hiring managers can use to quietly and very quickly dismiss some of the most skilled people in the game, especially folks over 40.
And let's be real, this isn't just a word, it's coded language. It can feel like a big, heavy lock on your career path, totally derailing your progress when you least expect it. But here's the good news, you hold the key. You absolutely can learn to turn this around and get right back on track.
So here's the thing. The truth is, age discrimination almost never shows up as a direct, sorry, you're too old. No way. Instead, it hides in plain sight, disguised in what seem like totally innocent questions or little comments during an interview.
Just take a look at these phrases for a second. How many of them sound a little familiar? Yeah, these aren't just simple questions. They are reflections of a really deep-seated bias that quietly pushes experienced professionals right out of the running for jobs they've more than earned.
And look, if you've ever felt this, you are so far from alone. A recent AARP study found that a staggering 60% of workers over 50 have felt unfairly judged because of their age. Just let that sink in for a moment. This is not in your head, it's a widespread reality.
Okay, so to beat this, we have to get smart. We have to understand what's really happening behind the curtain. What are the unspoken fears that are driving these coded questions? Let's pull back that curtain and decode what hiring managers are really thinking.
This really breaks it down, doesn't it? It shows that huge gap between what you hear and what they're actually worried about. So when they say, not a cultural fit, what they might be thinking is, oh man, you have more experience than me. Or when they say overqualified, they're probably worried you'll cost too much or get bored and leave in 6 months. See? It's about their insecurities, not your qualifications. Please remember this. These biases are not a reflection of you or your skills, not at all. They're a reflection of the hiring manager's own fears. And once you truly get that, once you understand that, you can start to strategically and calmly address those fears head on.
So, what's the natural instinct when you're faced with this? For a lot of people, it's to kind of hide your age, right? Trim your resume way down, downplay your experience. But let me tell you, that is exactly the wrong approach. It's time to reframe, not hide.
On the left, that's the gut reaction, hiding who you are. The problem is, that just reinforces their bias. But look at the right side. That's the path to winning. Owning your experience, reframing it as a major strength, and proactively guiding the conversation to show them that your expertise is exactly what they've been missing.
This right here, this is the mindset shift. You have the power to completely reshape your career story. By owning your experience, you stop being just another applicant and you become a strategic solution to their business problems.
Okay, so how do we actually put this new mindset into action? This isn't about just winging it in interviews. It's about walking in with a clear, confident strategy. So let's break down 3 powerful, actionable plays you can use to take control of the conversation.
We're going to walk through each of these 3 winning plays. First, how to get ahead of their biases before they even become an issue. Second, how to turn that overqualified label into your superpower. And third, how to prove you are absolutely 100% ahead of the curve.
All right, let's dive into play number 1, proactively addressing biases. Imagine you get this classic coded question. Your response here is absolutely critical. Instead of getting defensive, you're going to reframe your experience as a massive advantage. Boom! That is a perfect response. It tackles their hidden concern. Can you keep up? By giving them a concrete, data-driven example. It proves you don't just survive in a fast-paced environment, you actually thrive and you make it better. You solve problems they haven't even thought of yet.
Now for play number 2. This one is all about tackling that dreaded overqualified label head-on. Instead of seeing it as a negative, you're going to flip it and frame it as a time-saving, cost-saving asset for their company.
This is exactly how you do it. See, you're not just listing off your skills. You're showing them how your experience translates directly into immediate value. You can onboard in a flash. You can mentor others. You can take on responsibility with minimal handholding. That's not being overqualified. That's a massive return on their investment.
And finally, play number 3. This one is all about demolishing that stereotype that suggests experienced candidates are out of touch. The goal here is to show them you're not just keeping up with the times, you're looking ahead and leading the way.
This is such a powerful way to do it. You're not just name-dropping a recent certification, you're connecting it to a real, measurable business result. And by casually mentioning something forward-thinking like AI, you're sending a crystal-clear message. You are not stuck in the past. You are actively shaping the future.
And hey, here's a little pro move that'll put you way ahead of the competition. Stop just relying on job boards. Use a platform like LinkedIn to build real, genuine connections. You know, it's the small, consistent things, like leaving thoughtful comments or sending personalized connection requests, that build trust and open doors to opportunities you would never even see otherwise.
So let's bring this all home. Ageism in hiring? It's a real challenge, no doubt about it. But here's the key takeaway from all of this. You have the power to change the narrative.
You are not powerless. By addressing their fears directly, by reframing your incredible experience as a strength, and by demonstrating your adaptability, you can completely shift the entire conversation in your favor.
So if you remember just one thing from our time together, let it be this. Your experience is your edge. It's what sets you apart. It's what makes you an invaluable candidate that, frankly, they really can't afford to overlook.
By combining all those years of expertise with these simple strategies, you are more than equipped to land the opportunities you truly deserve. The only question left is, how are you going to rewrite your narrative?